What's up, everyone? Week 4 of women's college basketball is over, so I'll tell you the top 5 things. We're going to talk about USC versus Notre Dame, UCLA versus SC, Indiana versus Baylor, Iowa State losing, and then Azzi Fudd coming back, because we have to talk about Uconn. Okay, let's get it. USC versus Notre Dame. Wow, Notre Dame is good. Hannah Hidalgo is just everywhere on defense. She's like I was trying to look up a video of a character that could do this, but she's like someone in an anime that's like dodging bullets and stuff and just teleporting everywhere because she is so good. Hannah Hidalgo was an absolute menace on defense. Someone I was listening to referred to her as Troy Polamalu, which is like spot on. That is spot on who she is. Hannah Hidalgo is so good. She's so good on defense. She's so good at scoring and so energetic too. Her speed is just unmatched. She didn't have the most efficient game, but when Notre Dame needed a bucket, it was her time. It was go time, and she can just get her shot anywhere. Her mid-range is killer, and it's unstoppable, right? She can shoot the three. She can obviously take it to the hole, and when she gets that mid-range hitting more than it already is, I just don't see anyone that can stop her. Honestly, she's so good. She had me rethinking. I think she has to be number 3 behind Paige and Juju. The best part of the game for me was Hannah Hidalgo passed it to Olivia Miles for 3 years at the beginning of the game, like maybe first quarter. Hannah Hidalgo passed to Olivia Miles for a 3-pointer. USC gets the ball. Olivia Miles steals it. Cross-courts pass to Hannah Hidalgo for another 3-pointer. Best backcourt in the league, easily by far. Olivia Miles, 4 or 5 from 3. 4 or 5 from 3. That's insane. Oh my, she's shooting 47% on the year. She doesn't even need to keep that up. Cam Brink was already at the game. That's tampering. You cannot do that. Cam Brink was already at the game, tampering her. She's going to LA. She is going to be LA's point guard of the future, and she's looking amazing. Oh my gosh. 4 or 5 from 3. Notre Dame is looking like a title contender. I'm obviously going to always say my Huskies are going to win it all, but I think if my Huskies lose, they're going to lose to Notre Dame. They are so good. They're tall, they're long, they're talented. Laitui King was a baller. Oh my gosh. Battling up there with Rhea Marshall and Kiki Iriafen is not easy. And because that's where I thought that USC would have them. I knew that Hannah Hidalgo and Olivia Miles was a insanely talented backcourt, but I thought their front court was going to be suffering. They're missing Maddie Westbeld. Yeah, they're missing Maddie Westbeld. Cassandra Prosper is a sophomore, and she hasn't played that much, so I don't know. I know how she's going to do going against Kiki and Rhea Marshall, who are both very experienced. And their only other big is Kate Koval, and she's a freshman, and it's her 5th game. But they did it. They were able to hold out. They won the battle of the front court, and then obviously they were going to win the battle of the backcourt. I'm just so impressed. Laitui King is good. She's a baller. She is so energetic, and her ability to rebound is going to be super important. Gives Notre Dame the chance for a lot of second chance points. Kate Koval played well too. Kate Koval, as a freshman going into that game, that's tough. And she did well. She held her own. She got some big blocks. Notre Dame was winning pretty easily. But they're good. And then Cassandra Prosper is good too. She played really good on defense. She looks like a player who can go out there and give you quality minutes on defense and offense. Notre Dame is just very solid all around, mixed with the offensive and defensive insane star of Hannah Hidalgo, plus Olivia Miles, who is suddenly a 40% 3-point shooter, even though I think I read last time she played a full season, she was a player of the year of the conference, and she was second team All-American. Plus a 40% 3-pointer, going from second team All-American and adding a 40% from 3-point, that's insane. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Notre Dame is right behind Uconn, in my opinion. I like Kaylee Heckel. She moves a little bit too fast for her time. She's a freshman. She's going to make mistakes, but I think she's going to be good. And I'm glad that Lindsey Gottlieb got her out there and let her play and let her get her reps in, because she's going to be super important when it comes tournament time, because they need somebody like her. She seems like the only person besides Juju who can get a shot. I mean, USC really needed Mackenzie Forbes last year. She, to me, felt like their difference maker. I mean, difference maker in the sense that, Juju is going to be Juju and go off for 20 or 30 no matter what. But when teams are double teaming Juju, USC needs a secondary scorer, and preferably one that can handle the ball. And that's what Mackenzie Forbes was. That's what I'm hoping that Kaylee Heckle can become towards the end of the year. It really sucks that Kendall Smith was injured. It seems like she's going to come back. I don't know. It seems it's a little weird what actually happened, but that would have been a big difference to this game. That would have changed it, because what happened was, or with Kennedy Smith on the court, either Olivia Miles or Hannah Hidalgo would have had to guard someone that was 6'1", which would have put a lot more pressure, and they really could have used her size. But without her, it was Kaylee Heckle, and Hannah Hidalgo can easily match up on that. Kiki Iriafen needs to get involved in the game earlier. She had 15, but she didn't shoot very well, and she didn't really get any meaningful touches until the end of the second half, or end of the second quarter, which is not okay. I mean, she is supposed to be one of your top players. She's one of the best players in the league. Now bumping her down to 4 under Hannah Hidalgo. But she needs to get involved earlier, and she needs to have a bigger impact on the game. Also, USC shot 7% from 3. You're really not going to win much shooting 7% from 3. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. All in all, my takeaway from the game is Notre Dame is real. Notre Dame is on the short list of 3 to win the championship, like Uconn, SC, Notre Dame, maybe Texas. I have to see how they play, but Notre Dame is definitely at the top, right after Uconn for me. And then USC, same old problems. They need a secondary scorer besides Juju. Moving on, UCLA versus SC. Okay, UCLA. Okay, I didn't know UCLA had it like that. If we're being honest, I didn't know they had it like that. This is the team that we always wanted to see. This is a team that can win a championship too. This is a team that I wanted to see in the first game. I wanted to see in the game against Arkansas. But this is the team that is dangerous. They are dangerous. And a lot of that, I feel, is due to Elena Arsenko. I probably said your name wrong, and I am sorry. But she is a freshman out of Finland, and she changes the dynamic of the game. She's fast. She's 5'9". Lennon Jones can create her own shot, which is really awesome, but she's 5'4". Speaking of her, she had herself a night. She went 5 of 5 from 3, and she was balling, and that height didn't mean a thing. So, so no worries. But Elena Arsenko, being 5'9", being a 40% three-point shooter, being able to handle the ball and make her own shot off the bounce completely changes it for UCLA. It takes much more pressure off of Kiki Rice, which I'm sorry, I like kind of positive. Maybe they're better without Kiki Rice. Nope. I really like their starting lineup. They took Gabrielle Hawkes off the lineup, which I'm a big fan of her. I feel like she's going to be the Sonia Citron in like 2 years, the Sonia Citron of the draft in a couple years. But I like this lineup. It was a good lineup. They were good. Kiki Rice playing the 2 is perfect because she can also handle the ball. She can really create. You can run her off a screen to get her an advantage, and then she can use her playmaking abilities to either, score or pass to Betts, which, that's always great. Also, what a nice fail-safe for UCLA. SC goes on the run. Maybe some shots aren't falling. Just pass it up to Betts. Get the ball to Betts. That's a great plan. That's a great game plan. Reminds me of what SC had with Camilla last year. UCLA is good. This is a team we were promised. Janiyah Barker didn't have the best shooting night, but I thought she was impactful. They're tall. They're long, and on defense, they're good. Every single one of their players can block your shot. Just Kiki being able to match up with a guard on defense. She's so versatile on defense. The whole team really is. I mean, they are a good team. That is the UCLA we were promised. I don't think I ever said anything bad about Corey Close, but I definitely was reading some bad stuff. And everyone apologized because she has this team running. And they stepped up in the biggest moment. And that's amazing. For SC, where was Malaysia Farliegh? I mean, that's my only question. They needed her. Like, it was very obvious that they needed scoring. It's very obvious that their guards were being outplayed by UCLA's guards, which UCLA's guards are better, so it's not that big of a surprise. But the fact that Malaysia only played 10 minutes, that's insane. But the crazy thing about this game was SC got beat in the front court. I mean, like I said, UCLA has a better backcourt, but SC, it's rare to see them be out-rebounded. It's rare to see them being out-bigged. I mean, it wasn't even like UCLA is that much like physically larger than there. I mean, Lauren Betts is obviously there, but to me, it didn't even feel like Lauren Betts was a difference maker. Maybe people were trying to box her out, and that's what kind of stopped it. But SC just got beat on the front court, and that's not something you see very often. And the only way to combat that is to do good on the backcourt. I have no clue why Malaysia Fudd didn't play. Tessa Johnson, though, very good. I know she should play more, too. Tessa Johnson is so good. Actually, both Tessa Johnson and Malaysia Fudd should transfer to Uconn. That's my pitch. They could use you. Paige is going to be gone. Azzi can use a running mate. Gina will play you. I mean, Tessa Johnson's so good. I love her game. And Tahina Pau played good as always. SC, I don't know what to do moving forward for you guys. Play Malaysia Fudd. You guys need more scoring. And you can't pass it to Camilla. You can't pass it to the post like you have been since you had Asia. So you have to do it a little bit differently. And I think that means you need Tessa and Malaysia playing at the same time, maybe. I don't see why you can't put Tessa, Malaysia, and Tahina Pau. I mean, that is a powerful front court. That's a front court where you can't help off anybody. And they're also relatively tall. I mean, they're not short with that front court. I don't know, but UCLA is looking good. I mean, they're also a contender, which I feel like they're my top 5. If I had to give a top 5 of contenders right now, I would say Uconn, Notre Dame, UCLA, Texas, only because I haven't watched them and they haven't really played anyone. So once I watch them play a good team, I might drop them out. And then SC, just because I don't want to ever count out Dawn. Overall, though, I think it was good for SC to have a loss. Hopefully it snaps something into them. And then where's Malaysia Fudd? I just don't understand that at all. I really don't understand that. Number 3, Indiana versus Baylor. It was a good game and it had a crazy ending. I don't know if you guys saw, but with 10 seconds left, Baylor scored like 5 points to make it a 2-point game. And eventually Indiana came out ahead, and Indiana was winning most of the game. So that's no surprise. But Baylor was number 18 at the time. Indiana was unranked. Also, Sydney Parrish, Indiana's best player, unfortunately got hurt at the beginning of the game. So all the odds were against Indiana, but they still pulled it out. And that was because of Shea Sezeki. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm definitely saying that wrong. But she had 34 points. And she was just unstoppable. I mean, she was the difference. I mean, first of all, Indiana went out to a 17-point lead. But then after that, whenever the game got close, there was just nothing the Baylor guards could do with her. Baylor had a much bigger front court. And they have Antoine Vonleh from Colorado, who I really like. And I don't know why they didn't feed her the ball more, but they didn't. And they just could not guard Indiana's guards. Even with Yarden Garcon not having the best night and Sydney Parrish being out, Shea Sezeki was just too good. All in all, for both teams, I don't think Baylor is going to be that much of a problem, especially if they can't guard guards on defense. And then Indiana, we'll have to see with Sydney Parrish, but I think they're going to go back to being ranked, and they're maybe a sleeper team. I mean, they shot really well from 3 this game, and I don't know, they're just one of the teams that you just wouldn't want to play because they get a streaky on the night. Yarden Garcon can go off for 3. Sydney Parrish can go off from 3. We can see that Shea Sezeki can put on points. So there's a team I'd be worried about in the playoffs. But most importantly, Indiana is playing North Carolina tomorrow. So we'll see how they actually are then. Iowa State lost to Northern Iowa. They were number 8. They are going to be dropping from number 8, obviously. And they're going to be playing South Carolina on Thursday. They had a similar problem. Maya McDermott, 5'7" guard, ran all over them. Dropped 37 points. It was very clear they could literally do nothing to stop her. Inside, they were triple teaming Artie Crooks. She still had 22. And Addie Brown had 21. They played really good on defense. I mean, Adi and Addy played good. It was just they had no guard defense. Similar story to Baylor. Zero guard defense. Got destroyed by Maya McDermott. She was also making some insane shots. Like that's a good highlight reel. That's a great highlight reel to have. But I'm wondering how they play against SC on Thursday. They'll probably match up a little better since Dawn isn't going to play Malaysia for Wiley, so SC is not going to have any guard play, and it's going to be an Adi and Addy versus Ashlyn and Chloe Kitts. So we'll see how they play against SC on Thursday. I don't know. I don't think they're really a contender at this point just because of lack of guard play with the insane guards that we have. I mean, the best teams are good because of their guards. We have Uconn with Paige. We have Notre Dame with the Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles backcourt. There needs to be a name for it. And then number 5, my obligatory Uconn shout out. Azzi is back. Azzi Fudd is back. She looked good. The shot wasn't there, but she looked comfortable on the court. She looked good on defense. She got that little steal. Man, good to have Azzi back. Good to see her back. Also, the announcement video of hers back was freaking fire. That was awesome. Sarah Strong is so good. Sarah Strong is such a good passer. She is such a good passer from the high post. She's deadly there. And Ice Brady had a good game too. Speaking of Sarah Strong, 20 points, 4-7 from 3. She's good. We still need her to be the secondary scorer. We need her to be a ball handler. But honestly, this game, Caitlin Chin and KK Arnold played really well as well. They were able to move the ball without Paige, and that's going to be crucial. That's what we need. It was against Farliegh Dickinson, but this is the type of ball movement we need without Paige in order to win. And I think we can get there, to be honest, especially if Sarah Strong can shoot 4-7 from 3, meaning she's absolutely unstoppable. The best play was Sarah Strong blocked from behind, pass up to KK, give and go, Sarah Strong 3. Oh, so good. That's just beauty. Also, it was great being able to watch the freshmen play in the fourth quarter. That's always fun to see them get out there and score. Ali Zabel hit a 3. Morgan Shelley got in early. That's awesome. I like to see her climbing up because she's tall and she can shoot the 3. Those are 2 great things. Okay. That's basically it for this week. Mandatory, Silas Swords dropped 18. Olivia Olson dropped 23. Michigan should be ranked. They just beat a team by 50. Okay, peace.